Now, these equations of a line can be written in different ways. They all will mean the same thing, but by writing them in different ways, it makes it easier to understand certain aspects of that line. So let's look at these various forms in which we can write these lines, equations of the lines. Slope intercept form, right? So you have a line y-intercept 0 comma c, and let's say a point p x comma y. Now the line passes through 0 comma c, which is the y-intercept, and p is a point anywhere on the line, any point on the line. So m is equal to what? M is equal to rise by run. So which means what? Let's look at this. Do we go till there? No, we don't go till the x-axis. We go till the y-intercept, right? So rise, this part would be what? Y minus c divided by a run, that is from here to here. So this would be x minus 0. So that means m is equal to y minus c by x, which in turn implies mx equal to y minus c. Remember, we want it in terms of y is equal to mx plus c. So here c is the y-intercept, m is the slope. Okay, now let's look at another form, slope point form. So let's say we have a line and we have a point A, and we have a arbitrary point P. Let's say A is x1 comma y1 and P is x comma y. We know m equal to slope, which is equal to rise by run. Now rise would be what? This, and this is what? This is going to be y minus y1. Y minus y1. Run is this, so this would be x minus x1. Okay, so now let's do cross multiplication. So m x minus x1 equal to y minus y1. So this is called the point slope form. Let's just have a look at some aspects. Now if y-intercept is 0 comma 0, that means the line passes through the origin, then here what will happen? M times, let's say this A is the origin, so x1 y1 is 0 comma 0, so it will become what? X equal to y, or y is equal to mx. Now if x-intercept is at A comma 0, then mx minus a is equal to y minus 0, or mx minus a equal to y, or much more appropriately y is equal to mx minus a. See, try to understand it by drawing the graphs. It becomes much more easier to follow. Okay, now another is 2 points form. In the previous one we had 1 point and slope. So if you look at this equation, you have the slope and you have another point. In the previous one to that, you had the slope and you had the y-intercept. Okay, so 2 points form. So let's say a x comma x1 comma y1 is 1 point, b is the x2 comma y2. These are the 2 points. Let Px comma y be a arbitrary point on the line. So equation would become what? Y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1. So here I am using point A. Okay, using points A and B, the slope would be what? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Now let's do the substitution. Y minus y1 is equal to m. We'll use this y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 times x minus x1. Let's bring x minus x1 to this side. So y minus y1 by x minus x1 equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So this is the 2 points form of the equation of a line. Now look at the possibilities, and just try to play with this. Now if we say x1 is equal to x2, then what will happen? Y minus y2 by x minus x2 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 becomes y minus y2 by x minus x2 equal to y2 minus y1 0. Right? Now this is either infinity or undefined, and this represents the slope, right? So the slope is undefined, and this is possible only when the line is vertical. Now let y1 equal to y2. Now in this case what happens? Y minus y2 by x minus x2 is equal to 0 by x2 minus x1. So this is 0, right? And this is slope. So line is horizontal. Okay, so I think that's enough. Bye for now.